The Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to the Los Angeles Rams kind of in search of any momentum. They've lost all of that early season buzz, hype, shine as they just keep dropping games to good teams, and they're still just beat up and injured. Shout out to Sean Tucker, though. Great performance Sunday. Pleased. But, yeah, they have to go play at the Rams. Another tough game. You're running into another buzzsaw here. And the line kind of agrees with that as the Rams are favored by 7 at home. Y'all's thoughts on this game?
Yep, 3 in a row. New England last week against Buffalo, and this one. Very quickly, you look at 6-2, and now you're looking at 6-5.
Panthers right on your heels, man.
Panthers are right on their heels. In fact, the Carolina Panthers this week could technically – actually, is Carolina on a bye? Yes. No, Carolina plays on Monday night. That's right. So technically, Carolina
on Monday night
could have more wins than Tampa Bay after this weekend.
That's crazy.
Do they play Monday night?
They're at San Francisco playing the 49ers.
We got to trust in Brock Purdy.
We trust in Brock Purdy.
I agree.
Think the 49ers will blow them out of the water. Bryce Young on primetime on the road. Yikes. But Tampa Bay is very quickly in the spot of Carolina's going to compete for this division. Atlanta could compete for this division. New Orleans could compete for this division. You never know with Tyler Shuck. We could get to 9-8. I wouldn't count him out yet. All of that being said, this is another brutal game against what I think is the best team in the league. The Pyramid has the best. This has the best team in the league. The Pyramid agrees with the spread. Pyramid has it as Rams minus 8.5. So don't be shocked by the spread of minus 7 whatsoever. Even though one of our hosts was shocked by it earlier. You want to
first glance,
tell why we're shocked at it at least?
Yeah, it just feels like this is a Tampa Bay team that started out the season really hot. Baker Mayfield in his 2-minute drives was a big deal. And then they dealt with injuries to wide receiver. Egbuka missed games. Evans is hurt right now. They didn't have Godwin to start the season. And it didn't really seem to slow him down at first. And they definitely have kind of faltered a little bit in the past couple weeks, but just 7. It's not at all that it bothers me that the Rams are favorite. It's just that I feel like in the NFL where spreads are so often super tight, 2.5, 3.5 points, I feel like the bigger spreads are games where you see like the Bills play the Dolphins or when the Bills play the Panthers, one of those dominant teams to get to even close to double digits, because even in those games the spread's only like 11. And so 7 just feels really close to 11 for a matchup of two teams that I think are really good and both going to be in the playoffs.
Fair. Maybe that'll foreshadow into how you pick this game.
Yeah.
X's and O's wise, Tampa Bay is going to have to protect the football. They're going to have to do a good job, of course, scoring the football. This Rams defense was incredible last week against Sam Darnold. Now, I'll go ahead and say straight up, I think Sam Darnold threw all 4 of those picks, because his footwork was terrible. He had a jump pass for a pick. The first pick of the game.
Sam Darnold may be the last QB in the league I want to throw a jump pass.
Yeah. Maybe I would compare it to like Blake Shapen throwing a jump pass.
Yeah, it's just not at all what you want to see.
No, not at all.
He jumps in the air, and I don't like. Regardless of outcome, terrible process there.
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry, that's an aside, but that's just so crazy that Sam Darnold is like, yeah, let me pull this out of my bag.
Hold up. I need to. This is how JP had me feeling when he said Sam Darnold jump pass.
Yeah, like
I just went.
That's bad.
That is fair. For reference, you couldn't see it on screen. It's the dog with the sunlight and the sunset, just with the chill face that you saw, of course, on Sanders.
Yeah, it's just like I understand my fate, and there's nothing I can do to avoid it. All right, we can move on.
Yes. Sam Darnold, his first pick of the game was terrible as well. He throws the ball like this. He's shooting. It's like he's shooting a basketball. You turn your freaking hips when you're, playing quarterback. Go look at Dak Prescott. Go do his workout more, I guess. Turn those damn hips. I don't think Baker is going to be in those spots, and so I don't think you see the amount of turnovers. But on the other hand, Tampa Bay defensively have been terrible the last 2 weeks against Buffalo and New England. New England had 435 total yards against them, and Buffalo was incredible as well. Josh Allen had 3 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns, and as a team, they had 414 total yards. So you could very well see the exact same circumstance for Tampa Bay. And I think this is why it may lean towards Tampa Bay being a 7-point dog. It's just because their defense has been really bad the last 2 weeks against two of the best teams in the AFC. Rams, a lot of people view as the best team in the NFL. They are the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl right now, and I think this is just a bad matchup for them. They've got to – it's put up or shut up time. Todd Bowles is defensive head coach. Levante David, Vita Vea, and the safety, Whitehead. You have to have a good game. Joshua Whitehead have to have a good game in this game. It's not Whitehead. It's Antoine Winfield. I don't know why I said Whitehead. Maybe they had a Jordan Whitehead.
Maybe they
I
did.
think
Antoine
was
Winfield.
There
makes
is
a
a
lot more
Jordan
sense.
Whitehead.
Yeah, and you also called him Joshua Whitehead, which I don't know if that was
I
intentional.
did that on purpose.
Okay.
Yes.
I figured that was intentional.
For the I'm really glad we corrected it, because if someone was watching it and didn't know that we have a good friend named Joshua Whitehead, they would have called us lack of ball knowledge, called us out for that. So, Antoine Winfield.
Antoine Winfield. Sorry.
No,
Yo, dickhead.
That's my favorite comment.
Then we'll get Whitehead to respond
It's
to
one
it.
of my
Yeah.
favorite comments that we've had.
Sorry, continue.
But they have to put up or shut up defensively against this passing front with Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, and then the 13 personnel that they run. Kyron Williams, I think you got to slow down the run first off. You got to put them in more. You have to put them in harder passing situations where your pass rush could potentially become effective. Because if it's 3rd and 2, it's over for Sean McVay and that offense against you, because you just put Puka Nacua or Devontae Adams on an island. Devontae just runs a slant route, GG's. Puka runs a little zig route or something, GG's. They run the football. They are going to pick up 3 yards a carry with Kyron Williams. It's over. So I think you got to force him to 3rd and longs. You could say, duh. Who doesn't want to force a team in
what
3rd and
defense
longs?
doesn't want to put a team in 3rd and
This is
long?
not a like you want to, though. It's like a you have to.
I think it's overly critical. Otherwise, I don't think Tampa Bay is going to score enough points, because this Rams defense has been playing really, really well. And while their DBs had a good week last week, I wouldn't guarantee that's the whole thing going forward. I still think that defense and that front seven as a whole is going to give Baker and that offensive line that's gone through their troubles this year a lot of trouble. And so I would lean Los Angeles here. But Sanders, you can give your thoughts and go ahead and give your pick as well.
I do feel like the spread is large, and so I'm going to take advantage of that. So I don't know what we'll do in the spreadsheet. We haven't
We've
ever
not had
had
a
a
push.
push
Yeah.
to deal with.
Yeah.
But I will go.
Let me check and see if the spread's moved.
Did you already pick yours? Who to cover?
I haven't picked, no.
Okay.
Spread is
Oh,
not
I
moved.
have to go first.
Still -7.
I'm gonna go Tampa Bay to cover.
Yeah.
They've lost I think 2 games by more than 1 possession. They lost to the Eagles by 6, and then they lost to the Lions by 15. Lost to the Patriots by 5, and then lose to the Bills by 12. I think it's a great opportunity for them to bounce back, even if it is on the road. I trust Baker Mayfield to at least make this a very competitive game. And in the NFL, if you lose by more than 7, you're kind of getting out of the not to say it's not competitive, but NFL teams are so close, talent-wise, coaching-wise, preparation-wise, that's why you see such tight spreads, you see such tight results.
Why does my team always lose by 20 then?
Y'all are really bad. Y'all are really bad. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay to cover this
Sure.
spread of 7.
JP?
I'm going to not pick against my pyramid this time. I'm going to take the Rams to cover the -7. I think that is the right way. I think the way their offense is playing with the offensive line of Tampa Bay, I think it's just too bad of a matchup. And I'll take the Rams to win by 8 points and cover 7.
Yeah.
How are you getting to 8 points?
20-28.
Exactly what was in my head when I
Yeah.
heard that. You could also get like a 10-2 type victory. That would get
Could.
it done as
You
well.
could get that.
I'm thinking 14-28. Buccaneers go down. They score the touchdown with 4 minutes left.
And then they do the 2-point conversion because
Yes.
it's what you're
The
not,
analytics say you go for 2 the first time.
which is crazy. The
It
analytics
makes
say that.
sense.
It makes sense. It's very unintuitive.
They don't convert. Baker gets sacked by Jared Verse, and they lose 20-28 because Stafford hits Puka deep down the field on 3rd and 4.
Sure. I'm also going to take the Rams. I still am not out on this Buccaneers team, but I am out on them in this current stretch with the injuries. And you talk about them having a bounce back. This just doesn't really seem like the spot for them to bounce back with how well the Rams are playing. So I'm going to take the Rams to cover the -7.
Cool. I know that the two, Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football, both 7-point spreads.